Good evening, everybody. Welcome to CM Haddad Gymnasium on the campus of Bishop T.K. Gorman High School. Home of the Crusaders is where the Antler Sports Network is located for this evening's District 2 4A TAPS matchup between the hosting Bishop T.K. Gorman Crusaders so far this season, sitting at a record of 11 and 10, district record of 1 and 3, going against the All Saints Trojans, sitting at a record of 14 and 13 with a district record of 2 and 3. Jared Jones on the call. Also with me is Dre Watkins. Dre, you were here the first cast that we had on the Antler Sports Network between these two teams. Give me one player from each team who you think will be the most pivotal in making sure that either team comes out of CEM Haddad Gymnasium with a W.
I think for the TK Gorman Crusaders, man, Adam Favre, he really dominated the glass from the very first game. And for the All Saints Trojan would be Drew Jackson, man, the 5'11 guard. He caught fire in the first game, and he really put some separation, especially late in the second half with his ability to make shots.
Now, we know that Drew Jackson can't catch fire. We
Right.
saw that in the second half of that game. I want to say he easily went above 60% from beyond the arc.
Right.
If you're head coach Kevin Murray, do you want to go maybe a box and one if he's on the floor? Or maybe go like a 1-3-1 and try to neutralize him? What is the defensive game plan on trying to make sure that three-point onslaught doesn't repeat itself in tonight's ball game?
You need to do your best to run him off the 3-point line and try to funnel everything into their big 6'4" post and Anthony Todd so he can alter shots and block shots. I think whoever wins the battle of the glass will ultimately win this game, and whoever controls the paint will ultimately win this game as well.
All right, we're going to take a short 1-minute break here on the Antler Sports Network as both teams proceed for the national anthem. If that takes a little bit longer, we will continue to go back. As soon as they go back on the floor, we will come back on this cast as well. You're watching the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler.
Wings Inc. of Tyler believes there's no such thing as too many wings. With 16 flavors ranging from barbecue to Caribbean jerk, you'll be sure to find a favorite. Feed the crew no matter their hunger with 50, 75, and 100-piece wing combos available for all your game day festivities. Don't want wings? Wings Inc. has specialty fries and even wedge salads. Try the shrimp and avocado salad, topped with fresh Cajun boiled shrimp and vibrant avocado with your choice of 5 dressings. Watch the game on our large 65-inch TV while enjoying the best wings in East Texas. Find Wings Inc. at 16669 FM 2493 Old Jacksonville Highway in Tyler, just 3 miles south of Fresh. A car is one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's how you get to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat it as such? Whenever your car needs some tender love and care, visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue, just 5 minutes south from Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs to the best of its ability. Any make, any model, any year, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in East Texas. Open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and closed on weekends.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. We are set to go for high school basketball. Both of these teams still jockeying for position. Only 4 teams allowed in as of right now. Your district standings goes as follows. Sitting comfortably at the top is Grace Prep at 5-0. Pentago Academy sitting at 3-1. Shelton at 2-3. The two teams that we're facing off are sitting at 4 and 5 respectively. All Saints at 2 and 3. Gorman at 1 and 3. And finally Covenant at the bottom 6 spot at 1 and 4. Games like this for TK Gorman, you're at home, got the crowd behind you, got the student section, the fans and the cheerleaders cheering you on. How important is it to try to get the jump off early? Speaking of jumping, as number 23, Anthony Todd, goes off the tip.
It's important to win home games, man. It's important to win games that you have the home field advantage, man, and that you're expected to win.
Gorman controls the tip. Sid Kleoff, the starting point guard. You're going to hear from him during the Drip Like Jesus Apparel Line halftime report. Here's Richburg. Richburg, handoff to Kleoff. Screens by Todd. Todd flashes. Richburg, first three up in the game. Knocks it down.
And a great back screen on that play to get him open for that three-pointer.
Richburg, we know he can set the corner on fire if you give him a little bit of space. That might be the one shot he needs to get things going this evening. Here's Patrick. Patrick, guarded by Richburg. Patrick, the kick to Walker. Walker, guarded by Todd at the top of the key. Pump fake by Reed. Reed drives, and it's going to be fouled. That foul is most likely going to be called on Gorman's number 4, Adam Frov, and it will be. That is his first personal foul, first team foul of the ball game. 7:17 left to go in the first quarter of play, and we already have what seems to be probably another classic between these two ball clubs.
Guess both teams going back and forth early. Or look for easy buckets on the inside and look for teams to run in transition.
Here's Reed. Reed taking his time. Skip fast. Up to Walker. Walker, 3 balls up. No good off the back iron. No good. See the playoff with the rebound. Playoff looking over to his head coach, Kevin Murray, in his 5th season as the head man at Bishop Gorman, running his offense now. One thing about All Saints and TK Gorman, they both like to run a lot of down screens, a lot of UCLA action from both of these teams. Double team, Green in the corner, stolen by Walker, and the Trojans are running now. Uneven 3-on-2 break, but kicks back out. All Saints losing that advantage on the fast break now. Here's Dawson Thames. Dawson Thames was fantastic in the passing lanes the last time we listened to the All Saints Trojans on the Antler Sports Network. Walker, free throw line, kicks it back out to Reed. Reed jab, picks up his dribble, finding someone to get open here. Here's Walker. Walker, pump fakes at the elbow, drives. Fantastic block by Richburg, but it's going to be an offensive foul as well. Sid Kleoff did a great job of staying in position throughout the entirety of that play. With 6:14 left to go in the first quarter, Gorman takes possession. Here's All Saints now throwing in that full court trap. All Saints getting a total of 13 steals total in the last meeting between these two ball clubs. J.K. Gorman also down in the all-time series since 2007 as the ball goes off of Richburg out of bounds. All Saints possession.
It'll be very important for TK Gorman to take care of the ball, especially early in this game. You don't want All Saints to gain any momentum and get any easy transition buckets.
Gorman down to the all-time series between these two ball clubs since 2007. All Saints holding the 15-18 advantage. Here's Walker. Walker picking up his dribble at the free throw line. Swings it back out to Patrick at the top of the key. Patrick drives over to Thames. Thames entry pass to Walker. Walker pump fakes goes up and it's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on number 23, Anthony Todd. His first personal foul. Second team foul of the ball game. On the line, shooting the first free throws for either team. This time is going to be for All Saints. Going to be number 24, the 6'4" junior forward, Cohen Walker. Gets All Saints on the board with their first basket of the ball game. Your score now 3-1, 5:54 left to go. Dre, so far, give me a quick outlook on both of these teams and how they've played so far.
A lot of split action from the TK Gorman. And for All Saints, they're doing a lot of feeding the ball into the post to their big man. It was a good job for him in the last possession, getting the big man off his feet to draw the foul.
Kleoff trying to split the double team. Does. Todd gets the board and knocks it down for 2. Anthony Todd, right place, right time. Kleoff trying to split the double team, almost triple team. Fantastic job by Todd and the Gorman Crusaders to even get a bucket out of what seemed to be a sticky situation. Here's the drive. Fantastic finish by McLean Arnett, the 6-foot senior forward, getting the easy deuce.
Both teams jumping in their full court traps early in the game.
Games like this pretty much can make or break your district season. Neither team really having an advantage on that 4 spot. Skip pass. Chris Green, wide open corner. Can't get it front iron. No good. Rebounded by Favre. Gorman resetting now after that last offensive rebound. Here's Chris Green. We'll also hear from him at the Drip Like Jesus Apparel Line halftime show. Over to Kleoff. Kleoff guarded by Patrick. Here's Todd. Todd drives past Thames. Fantastic girl set. Can't get to go. Patrick with the rebound. Buckets like that you have to convert on.
Easy bunnies in the lane. You have to convert on those with another missed layup down on the other end.
Reed goes up for that one, and it's going to be a foul called. 2 shots will go to the All Saints Trojans. That call is going to be Gorman's number 3, Chris Green. His first personal foul, 3rd team foul. Cameron Reed, the 6'1" senior forward, on the line for 2 shots. First shot off the back iron, no good.
Early on, man, they're missing a lot of layups, man. Gorman did a good job getting into that flex action. They're just missing bunnies.
A lot of meat left on the bone so far by both teams, I guess you could say. Free throw is good by Reed, making your score now. Tied up at 5. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here's Green, met by Thames at the timeline. Back out to Favre. Favre dribbles now, looking for anything. Sees the middle, drives, going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on All Saints' number 12, Dawson Thames. One thing about Thames that we noticed in the last meeting between these two ball clubs, he's not afraid to get down and dirty and get in the passing lanes. And speaking of getting down and dirty, the man of the hour himself, Dre, your pick for probably the most important player so far on this All Saints team, Drew Jackson, getting his first action on the floor this evening.
A player that can catch fire at any given moment.
Speak of the devil, fantastic steal. Could try to get an assist here. Arnett finishes at the basket. This game is definitely going to be a great one to say the least. 4 minutes left to go. Gorman down 7-5 here at home. CM Haddad Gymnasium is rocking. Both teams traveling extremely well. All Saints having their own student section right to our left here at the Antler Sports Network table here. Here's Richburg. Kicks it out to Green. Green, wing 3. Can't get it to go. He's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Richburg tips out of the bounds. Possession, All Saints. 3:36 and counting left to go in the first quarter. Gorman down 2, 7-5 is your score. Here's Patrick trying to get past Richburg. Going to be a blocking foul on Ryan Richburg. That's going to be yet another personal foul for him. That is his first personal, 14th foul. Defense like that, do you really think they should call a foul on that? Looked like he was just staying in position, not having any extra movement of the hands.
Yeah, in that position, I believe that you should just let him play basketball, man. There's nothing wrong with a little physicality going up and down the court.
And here's Arnett. Kicks it out to Walker. Walker. Here's Drew. Can't get it to go. Ball goes over. First shot, no good, but it seemed to be a solid shot. Straight line, just off the background. A little bit too much mustard on that last shot.
Yeah, clean look. They don't want to give him too many of those, man, because he lit them up last time.
Substitution being made for All Saints. Coming back in is Dawson Thames. Second seat will be Cameron Reed. Here's Gorman. Still trying to break that All Saints four-foot trap. Trying to take advantage of the entire space of the floor and using their overall size at the 3 through 5 spot. Here's Favre. Favre drives, pull up free throw line jumper, knocks it down.
Favre was a very pivotal piece in them staying in the game last time.
Pass is going to be over Jackson's head. Out of bounds. Gorman has the chance to take the lead here. So far, we've had 4 lead changes, and it's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Kleoff now. Retreating. Fantastic IQ by the young guard. Also has a couple of scholarships in soccer as well. As we know, he can also light up on the hardwood. Here's Kleoff. Going to be hard fouled. Waiting on who that's going to be on. Could have been 2 possible. On that last foul is going to be Dawson Thames. That is another quick foul. That is going to be his second personal foul, 3rd team foul. Reed approaching the table here for Gorman. Probably going to give Thames yet another break as Sid Kleoff takes his first free throws of the ball game. Shots up. No good. Can't get it to go. Substitution being made. And yes, it will be Thames sitting down. Head coach Eddie Francis, so far not happy with the way his team has played defense so far. One thing Gorman's been able to do early on is slash through this all-Saints zone. When they've been able to get to that lower level as Kleoff knocks down that free throw, they've been able to get fantastic shots, just not able to convert.
There's a lot of times it's about, seeing one of the shots just go in the basket, man. Just building your confidence. We're generating a lot of good looks.
Here's Walker. Over 2 defenders amongst the trees is Todd. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Gorman basketball. Gorman so far doing a very stout job on their interior defense. You know, All Saints and head coach Eddie Francis wants to get it into a 6-4 forward and Cullen Walker. Gorman, however, staying firm, not letting anything get by. Here's Green. Green stolen by Jackson. Drew Jackson on the drive. Goes up. Easy bucket.
Good, nice, strong take off of a turnover there from Drew Jackson.
6 lead change of this ball game so far. Let's see if we might get another one here. Kleoff retreating. Needs to hurry up and get a move on it now. Crossing the timeline is Green. Green on the drive. Through 3 defenders goes up, and it's going to be a travel call. At first, I thought that might have been a shooting foul on either one of the All Saints players currently under the basket, but it was a travel turnover for Gorman. All Saints taking possession now. Minute 40 left to go in the first quarter. Gorman down 9-8. Here's Patrick, guarded by Richburg. A little bit of extra contact there, no foul this time. Jackson gets the screen from Walker. Skip pass to the corner to Patrick. Heavily contested three. No good off the back iron, no good. Long rebound for Walker. Pulls it in for the Trojans. Here's Jackson. Minute 20 left to go, guarded by Kleoff. Here's Walker. Drop steps over Todd. Can't get it to go. Fantastic job by Todd to contest yet another interior bucket. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Adam Favre tried to get back in bounds, but couldn't do it quick enough. All Saints will take possession under their own basket and inbound. Minute 12 left to go. Here's Reed. Reed in the corner. Over to Patrick. Patrick taking his time. Minute 5 and counting left to go. Both teams showing fantastic energy both on the court and in the stands. Neither team giving their opponent any kind of leeway. Reed the screen. Jackson over to Patrick. Patrick. Entry pass. Back out to Patrick again. Patrick drives. Another entry pass tipped out by Todd. Going to be Favre on that last steal. Here's Ryan Richburg now. Slowing things down. Gives it back to Kleoff in the backcourt. 42 seconds and counting. Crossing the timeline is Kleoff here. Bounce pass. Back over to Favre. Favre. The pass was going to be intended for Chris Green, but seems to have caught a straight elbow from Walker. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession. All Saints Trojans. 34 seconds left to go. 9-8. Still your score here. Could be the last possession of this first quarter. 27 seconds of counting now. Clock slowly ticking down. Fantastic steal by Chris Green. Might have Patrick on his hip. Goes through. No foul. Rebounded by Arnett. This probably will be the last possession of the first quarter. Here's Reed. Reed stolen once again by Green. Let's see if he can score a bucket this time. Over to Kleoff. 10 seconds left. Everyone in this gymnasium wants him to hold for the last shot. Goes through, drive, there's going to be a foul call. That foul is going to be on All Saints number 0, Bryce Patrick. His first personal foul, 14th foul of the ball game. 8-9, still your score. Gorman can take a lead if Kleoff knocks down both of these baskets here. Going to be a change on that last call. It's not going to be a shooting foul. Foul's going to be called on the floor. 4 seconds left for Gorman to try to get a bucket here. Here's Green. Over to Favre. Favre goes up heavily contested. Can't get it off the back of the board and no good. And that will end your first quarter of play. 8-9 your score. Gorman down here at home. You're watching the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network live viewer. Powered by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler.
To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antlers.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network, brought to you by Wings Income Tyler, the official wing of the Antler Sports Network, Monument Realty, the official realtor of the Antler Sports Network, and also by Band Women's Magazine. So far, first quarter of play. Dre, let me get your initial thoughts starting with the home team. TK Gorman, how do you think they played so far in the first period of play?
Well, I do want to start off by saying both teams are doing amazing in half-court defense. I think this will be one of those games that comes down to whoever executes and whoever just knocks down their shots. Both teams are missing a lot of easy bunnies at the rim and a lot of open shots at the three.
One thing about both of these teams, they're extremely scrappy. 4 steals apiece so far. 2 of those here for TK Gorman, alone from Chris Green. Speaking of Green, he's closely guarding Arnett here after the entry pass from Patrick. Gives it back to Patrick now, guarded by Richburg. These two have been going at it so far. Here's Jackson, guarded by Kleoff. Drives, gives it to Walker. Walker gives back out to Jackson. Jackson contested 3. Can't get it to go. Rattles in and out. Rebound, Gorman. Drew Jackson 0 for 2 so far. This might be a cold game for him, or do you think he might try to heat things up back in the second quarter?
He's getting a lot of good looks. It's a matter of knocking them down.
Going to be a travel called on Sid Kleoff there. Looks like he might have had one more extra step in that last drive before he could get the ball off. Either way, turnover, Gorman in possession, all Saints. 7 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Neither team was able to find anything. Last bucket was scored at around 3 minutes of game time. Here's Patrick dropping Richburg there. Stays in bounds, however. Gorman still playing fantastic defense. Walker comes through. That foul is going to be on Richburg most likely. And yes, it will. That foul is going to be on Ryan Richburg, the 5'10 freshman guard, getting that last foul. That's the second personal foul, 15 foul. Coming in for him is going to be his brother, the 6-foot forward combo guard, sophomore Joseph Richburg. All Saints inbounding under their own basket now. 7:15 left to go. 8-9 still your score. Gorman down. Jackson, pull-up jumper. Almost an air ball, but hits the low-key side of the rim. No good. Here comes Gorman. Kleoff leading the charge. Bounce pass to Favre. To Favre. Favre gives it to Green, guarded by Jackson. Here's Kleoff now. Drive, skips through. Approached by Reed. No good. Rebound, Reed. Fantastic job by Cameron Reed to use all that frame to disrupt that last bucket attempt by Sid Kleoff. Floater from Patrick from 17 feet out. Knocks it down. Maybe that'll open the floodgates. Neither team really being able to find decent shots to fall here. That was the first bucket in around 3 or 4 minutes of game time. 11-8, your score, 6.5 minutes, a hair under 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half of play. All Saints slowly expanding their lead. Here's Favre. Head fakes, drives, gets it over to Todd. Todd goes up. Easy bucket over Arnett.
What a great pass by Favre there. Got to the block, drove the defense in, and kicked it down to Todd for the layup.
Here's Jackson. Jackson. Pass is stolen by Favre. Once again, let's see if he can get yet another bucket for the green and black. TK Gorman in their home lights, black uniform and short trim, green lettering and numbering with a black trim as well. All Saints in their visiting blacks, blue and white striping, white sets, blue trim. Same thing with the numerals. Ball's going to be out of bounds. That drive from Favre is going to be tipped out. They're going to say last touch was by Favre. Possession goes to All Saints now. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. 1 point ball game. All Saints having the lead 11-10. If I'm head coach Eddie France, I might want to step up just a bit closer because on this side, you have the All Saints offense trying to go through most of their main ball handlers, but you have the Gorman student section sitting right beside them, so it could be kind of difficult to get play calls out. Would you agree?
Yes, I would agree. I think they need to move up just a little bit so they can hear. And tell you what, man, Gorman is doing a phenomenal job on the 6'4" Cullen Walker in the post, man. They're fronting, they're showing, they're hoping on the backside. They're making life very, very difficult for him right now.
Ball goes out of bounds on Walker. It's going to be possession Gorman. One thing you can definitely see that they've adjusted to, they made sure that they've eliminated the inside-outside game if you're TK Gorman's defense. That was one way that Drew Jackson was able to catch fire the way that he did on their last matchup between these two teams, was be able to get into Walker and kick it right back out. Speaking of kick it out, here's Green on the kick out, knocks it down from downtown. Chris Green, 2 threes up, 1 3 down. This time giving Gorman the 13-11 lead. 4:45 left to go in the half. Here's Jackson. Jackson tipped out of bounds. Is going to be last touched by Kleoff. Possession All Saints here. Reed inbounding for the Trojans. The Trojans so far sitting at a record of 14-13. Both of these teams just over that 500 mark on the year. Games like this not only good for your overall morale going into the playoffs, but to try to lock up a playoff spot to begin with. Walker's going to be going up. No good on that shot. Foul's going to be called on Anthony Todd for TK Gorman. That's going to be his second personal foul. 6th team foul on the line back for All Saints is Cullen Walker. Walker, so far, fair to say, he's been neutralized so far in this ball game. We know that he got most of his buckets as he knocks down his first free throw. We know he got most of his buckets from right around the rim at that 10-foot mark. Didn't really step out the way that he has this evening.
Yes, and Gorman did a great job of adjusting them on defense and playing them differently, playing those passing lanes just like we just seen just then.
Joseph Richburg on that last steal. Here's Kleoff here. Guarded by Patrick, has him on his hip across the timeline. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Gorman holding the 13-12 lead now. One thing about Gorman's offense, they're definitely able to change the pace. They can either run the floor on you or they can slow things down. Favre, free throw line jumper, routine, knocks it down. That's back-to-back buckets for Favre right at that little sweet spot at the charity stripe.
Good Favre start to heat up on us now.
Stolen by Favre. He's hitting up on defense as well. Going to be off the ground multiple players. It's going to be a foul called on Drew Jackson.
They're once again doing a good job of disrupting those passing lanes on entry passes to Cullen Walker in the post.
Bradley Richburg, the third Richburg brother, is going to be all three Richburg brothers, it seems like, will get action in this ball game. He'll be subbing in for Anthony Todd. Here's Gorman now. One thing you notice about this offense as well is that they have a lot of size from the 2 through 5 spot, but they're all able to consistently handle the basketball.
They're also doing a good job of not turning the ball over as much this game as opposed to last game.
Last game had double-digit turnovers before the end of the second quarter of play. This go-round, Gorman only has 2. Fantastic ball security from Kevin Murray and the Crusaders here at home. Here's Richburg out to Kleop. 17-foot jumper. Can't get it. Rattles in and out. Tries to get the rebound. It's Favre. Favre goes up. Smokes the easy layup. But a foul will be called. Possession will go to the Trojans. Favre, you can look at him and tell he wants that one back.
Yeah, those are you just cannot miss those. Some layups are just contested, but that was a wide open layup that he just missed in the lane there.
Loose ball foul is going to be called on Adam Favre. That is his second personal foul. 17th foul. That will be putting All Saints on the charity stripe for 1-1 with their 7th personal foul. On the line is going to be Cameron Reed. Been borderline so far from the charity line this season. Let's see if we can at least go 1 for 2 here to get the front half of this 1-1. First shot, back of the backboard, no good. Fantastic, strong rebound by Bradley Richburg. Here's Kleop. Slowing things down, crossing the timeline, setting up this Gorman offense. Entry pass to Green, guarded by Jackson. Bit of a size advantage there. If I'm head coach Kevin Murray, I'd probably try to take advantage of that. Here's Kleop. Drives, up and under, floater. Can't get it to go, but he will go to the line for 2. All Saints on that last foul. The perpetrator is going to be Cameron Reed. Going back to the line for 2 more is Sid Kleop. Kleop splitting his first trip to the line. 15-12 serial score, just a hair under 3 minutes left to go. Shots up and good. Subbing back in for All Saints will be Dawson Thames.
On a very long, extended break for Dawson Thames. Picked up 2 quick fouls early, and he had to sit a lot of the first and a lot of the second.
Cameron Reed, the starting 2 guard, recently inserted into the starting lineup just a mere 2 weeks ago as Philip knocks down that free throw. If I'm Reed, I want to make sure that I get fouls down to a minimum, especially since coach trusted me enough to put me back in the starting lineup. As Chris Green takes the steal here. Back to Kleop. Kleop, dribble drive down the baseline. Going to be a blocking foul. That one's going to be on All Saints' number 0, Bryce Patrick. Yet another personal foul for both of these teams. 7-6 is your foul count. 7-7 is your foul count. Bryce Patrick with a second personal foul, and it'll be Kleop shooting 1-1. Knocks down the front half. Gorman seeming to catch fire on all cylinders here. You saw Favre trying to get that last bucket, but before that, hitting back-to-back shots at the free throw line. Now the Crusaders are hitting the free throws. Would it be fair to say that they played a lot better in this second matchup than they did in the first game?
It's especially late in the second quarter. They're starting to find their groove in the half court, getting to their spots, drawing fouls, and getting to the free throw line.
Here's All Saints taking their time. Here's Walker. Walker, Jackson in the corner for 3. Can't get it to go. The dry spell continuing for him. Rebounded, maintained by All Saints, however. Here we go. Here's Walker. Tries to get it in bounds and does. It'll be out of bounds on TK Gorman. All Saints will inbound under their own basket. Back into Walker. Walker, tough shot.
That can get him going. He's had a lot of looks early in this game, and he hasn't got a lot of them to fall. He's been to the free throw line a couple times.
We have to credit that to this stifling interior defense that Gorman has ramped up on. Here's Green. Green takes the 3. Green light for Chris Green on the close side wing as he knocks down the trifecta.
He's really played well here in this first half.
Gorman trying to break off a bit of a lead. Green tries to get that pass, but doesn't. Going to be a foul called on Gorman's number 12. Ooh, the foul's going to be on. They're going to call it on number 21, Bradley Richburg, it seems, from this angle. Looked like it might have been Sid Kleop who tried to go for a charge, but they're going to call it on Richburg. His first personal foul, 18th foul, on going to the line for his second crack at maybe getting some points at the charity stripe is McLean Arnett, the 6-foot senior forward. First shot, good. Front half of the 1-1 secured. Here's Arnett. Second free throw is up. No good. Front iron and off. Rebounded by Joseph Richburg. Here comes Cleoff now. Just want to take a second to encourage you guys to go follow us across social media on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Just search Antler Sports Network. Also on Twitter at Antler_SN. Online at AntlerSN.com. And on our Instagram page, we started back posting on there. Antler Sports Net, no work at the end. We also want to thank a couple of our sponsors. As Thames gets yet another steal for All Saints. We want to thank Wings Inc. of Tyler, the official wing of the Antler Sports Network. Stolen by Richburg. Cleoff drops him. Goes by Thames like a lightning strike. Let's see if they can score here. Green, quick three. Can't get it to go. Back iron, no good. Fantastic rebound by Patrick. Minute 13 left to go in the first quarter. Lead pass up to Jackson. Fantastic job to scoop it in. Knocked it down for two.
Very back and forth game right now.
Neither team able to find too much of an advantage here.
Both teams starting to pick up the pace.
We want to thank Boss Hog Details and Power Washing. At the end of this game, we will elect the Boss Hog Power Washing and Detail Player of the Game. We also want to thank the official sponsor of Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler. We also want to thank some of our newest sponsors as Chris Green knocks down another three-point bomb. Chris Green has come to play, to say the least. We want to give a quick thank you to some of our newest sponsors. Walker goes up and one. Count it to go. We can't even get a thank you to our sponsors. Neither team giving us any kind of opportunities. 25-19 your score. Very energetic sequence from either team, to say the least. 23-6 left. Walker knocks down the free throw. We're going to try this one more time. I want to thank some of our new sponsors, BAM Women's Magazine. Another steal for Dawson Thames. They just don't want to shout at our sponsors, do they? Here's Thames. Pass is going to be tipped out. Going to be a jump ball call. Possession arrow is pointing towards Gorman here. Officials will confirm it will be a jump ball possession. TK Gorman, before we get interrupted once again for a third time, want to thank our new sponsors, Monument Realty out of Frisco, Texas, the Drip Like Jesus Apparel line out of Frisco, Texas, the official sponsor of our halftime show, and BAM Women's Magazine. We want to thank every single one of you guys for sponsoring the Antler Sports Network, for making this network what it is. Ball is going to be out of bounds. Might have been a block, but Cleoff is pleading his case to the officials, but it will be All Saints ball. 1 second left from half court. Ball hits the light. And speaking of lights, that's the perfect transition. Before we go to our Antler Sports Network halftime report, both teams being lights out so far. Before we go to the half, Dre, any closing thoughts?
Both teams picked up the pace late there in the second half. And, man, All Saints need to find a solution for Chris Green because he caught fire late in that second.
Keep it here for the Antler Sports Network Drip Like Jesus Apparel Line halftime report. Earlier yesterday, we spoke to head coach Kevin Murray and a couple of Gorman players talking about the culture that Coach Murray has created and how it's helped them going through the dog days of this season.
Yeah, man, we obviously got a tough district, multiple ranked teams, and we even got number one ranked team in the state in our district. Just the opportunity, game by game. Our guys are understanding. We got a lot of young guys. They're every win or loss, they're understanding how to get better. So we got a big win against Shelton this past Tuesday, and just the confidence of getting that one. We hope that's what it takes to keep us rolling. We got a big game tomorrow. We understand we lost in that third place, and it's just the details part. Our younger guys are learning the details, and hopefully getting healthy is going to help us succeed going forward.
Bishop TK Gorman's remaining schedule is one of the hardest of all in TAPS 4A, with them still having to face ranked opponents in multiple tough road environments. But even with the uphill climb that is reaching the Covenant top 4 spot in the dog days of the season, the players believe that Coach Murray has given them the tools to reach their goals both on and off the court.
Ever since my freshman year here, Coach Murray's not only been a coach, but also a mentor. He has helped me academically and, of course, on the court. He always stressed this mentality of always working outside of practice hours or outside of school in order to get the best out of myself and the best out of the program. And that has helped me grow as a person, as a student, and just as a player and a son, and that's just helped me a lot.
The culture Coach Murray has built has been like a family, so we stick together through everything on and off the court, through anything we do, through adversity. We push through it as a family together and help us through that. And that's helped me on the court, in basketball, whenever we hit with adversity on the court. We get together, we talk about it, we move on, and build from that. And off the court, whenever we face adversity in life with grades or with family matters or friends matters, we come together and build that family. That family has helped me do a lot.
Garrett Jones, Antler Sports Network.
Swinney Computer Services.
Is your computer's life hanging on a thread? Maybe you need to eliminate a pesky virus, speed up your system, or send performance into overdrive. Whatever the case, giving your computer the VIP treatment can be costly, and there aren't a lot of people you can truly trust. That's where we come in. We've been doing this for years, so we know our stuff. We pride ourselves on our ability to fix any computer problem at your home or office. With the most reasonable prices in the industry, there's no reason to go anywhere else. We'll assist with internet and Wi-Fi connections, crashing and freezing issues, software errors, data loss and retrieval, hardware faults and upgrades, virus and spyware removal. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We'll get you going on site, or you can bring your computer to us. Either way, you'll get the VIP treatment you and your computer deserve. Get in touch today and fix your computer the right way.
Swinney Computer Services. Contact us today. 903-386-3656.
Welcome to the BAM Woman Show, live with Jen and Toya. The BAM Woman Show offers women, men, and children a platform to showcase their business, their brand, to share their story, their journey as an entrepreneur, offer advice, share life experiences. You can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can send us an email at info@bamwomanmagazine.com. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bamwoman.com. Our show airs on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Can't wait to meet you.
You're listening to the Antler Sports Network, your new home for local East Texas athletics. Follow the ASN Facebook page to see if we'll be broadcasting a game near you.
Yeah, man, we
Sports Network halftime report brought to you by the Drip Like Jesus apparel line out of Frisco, Texas. Shop online at driplikejesus.com. Shout out to Anthony Hyder for his gracious sponsorship of the Antler Sports Network. If you have a small business or service that you would like sponsored to Antler Sports Network viewers, be sure to go online and fill out our application form. Just head over to antlersn.com/sponsorship. Fill out the form, and we will get back with you as soon as possible. Also, be sure to hit us up on social media. Follow us on Twitter at antler_sn.com. And also find us on Instagram at AntlerSportsNet. No work at the end. Dre, so far, who do you think has been the star of the half starting for TK Gorman?
Chris Green, no question, man. He's knocking down his shots and he's finding the rhythm, especially late in the half. The offensive defense need to tighten up and get a hand in his face when he shoots the ball.
Speaking of the visiting Trojans, who do you think has been the biggest factor for All Saints and head coach Eddie Francis so far in the first half?
Right now they're running their offense through their big 6'4" post and Cullen Walker, man. I think they need to do a lot of more driving kicks because the defense is collapsing when they give the ball to Cullen Walker. So kick the ball out to some of those shooters. Maybe Drew Jackson can catch fire in the second half like he did the last time.
25-20 is your score. The clock here at CM Haddad Gymnasium reads 1:39 left to go before we get things ramped up. Dre, I want to thank you for being here. Also want to thank some of our Antler Sports Network workers. You will see them on the website under our personalities page coming up soon. Want to give a special thank you to Nathan Kenny, Hunter Taylor, our cameraman Matthew Hermans, and also to Danny Wimpy. Also want to give one more thank you to my other partner in crime on air, Dre Watkins.
Oh, man, thank you for having me, man. And another person I do want to point out in this first half is Anthony Todd. Although he did pick up 2 fouls in the second quarter, he did a really phenomenal job for the most part on Cullen Walker defensively in the first half. make life very, very difficult for Walker.
We're going to take a 30-second break as the teams prepare to re-enter the floor. You are watching the Antler Sports Network, and on the Antler Sports Network live viewer powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network, right on time for the start of your second half of play. Your score here live at CM Haddad Gymnasium on the campus of Bishop T.K. Gorman in Tyler, Texas. All Saints down on the road. 25-20 is your score. Both respective coaches giving their last pep talks. Officials blowing their first whistles. All Saints hits the floor. Coach Kevin Murray breaking out his Crusaders. We are poised for another half of fantastic basketball here on the Antler Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we have most of our streams. You can also check us out on our Twitter page at Antler_SN and on the Antler Sports Network live viewer powered by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler. All Saints opening possession here to start the second half of play. Here's Patrick Richburg giving him his left. Kick out to Reed in the corner. Reed dribbles out. Barb giving him plenty of space. Fantastic hands by Anthony Todd. Keeps the ball in bounds. Great hands by the young man. Here's Ryan Richburg. Easy drive. Knocks it down for two.
Another great defensive play by Anthony Todd.
Anthony Todd, a defensive juggernaut once again for TK Gorman. Patrick on the drive. Tipped out. Cleo tried to maintain possession. Couldn't get it. Here Jackson from three. Can't get it to go. 0 for 3 from downtown. The dry spell continuing. Jackson gets it back out. Here's Patrick. See if he can hit a three of his own. No good. Almost nothing but air. Tough rebound from Todd, but brings it in for Gorman. Here's Sid Kleoff now. Start of your third quarter, we want to give a quick thank you to the official wing of the Antler Sports Network, Wings Income Tyler, just 3 miles south of Fresh on Old Jacksonville Highway. Chris Green knocks down another.
Chris Green is hot.
Chris Green living up to his namesake. He's wearing green. His school colors are green. His last name is green. And his three-point shot has been green, to say the least, this evening. 30-20 your score. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left. On the drive is Arnett. No good. Fantastic hands by Todd to disrupt that shot. Fantastic hands once again. Ball goes out of bounds. All Saints. Yet another turnover. Their second turnover of the third quarter alone.
Do not mean to sound like a broken clock, but Anthony Todd is putting on a defensive masterclass.
Oh, to say the absolute least, 100%. Making a great running to earn our Boss Hog Player of the Game award. First timeout will be taken. This timeout will be a full timeout taken by All Saints, and we will take one as well. 1 minute timeout here on the Antler Sports Network and on the Antler Sports Network live viewer powered by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler.
Welcome to the BAM Woman Show, live with Jen and Toya. The BAM Woman Show offers women, men, and children a platform to showcase their business, their brand, to share their story, their journey as an entrepreneur, offer advice, share life experiences. You can follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can send us an email at info@bamwomanmagazine.com. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bamwoman.com. Our show airs on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. On the Antler Sports Network live viewer powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. Play resumes. 6.5 minutes on the dot left to go in the third quarter. Gorman expanding their lead that they built up in that second quarter of play, 30-20. Dribble handoff to Kleoff. Kleoff taking his time. Pulls a deep three from another area code. One thing about this Gorman team, they are not afraid to let it fly from deep. You got another three knocked down back to back. Going to be a foul called under the basket. That call is going to be on Cullen Walker for All Saints. Looked like a little bit of extra contact as he picks up his third personal foul. You talked about Dre earlier, how he was a focal point for this All Saints offense. 3 personal fouls, and we just started the third quarter of play. Going to be a loose ball foul called on Chris Green. That's going to be the first team foul, his first personal foul. Here's Patrick. Patrick setting up his offense. Officials instructing the timekeeper here to run a couple seconds off of the clock. Your new time reading 6:12, 33-20. Gorman holding the lead at home. Here's Jackson. Jackson gets to Reed. Reed taking his time, looking for the entry pass to Arnett. Gets it. Goes up, knocks it down.
That's a great seal there by Arnett on that post entry.
One thing about Gorman, they have 2 very short guards. So if you want to get mismatches like this, as Patrick goes up for the bucket, can't get it to go, but Favre will be called for the foul. One thing, if I'm head coach Eddie France, or really anyone playing this Gorman team, as Joseph Richburg looks to enter the ball game, I want to use those smaller guards, get them in some screen and roll action. Forget maybe all the little down screens and all the little extra crap under the basket. Simple pick and roll, 4 switches, find the matchups to get you the easiest points down the stretch.
Sometimes the best thing to do is just go back to the basics, man. Do the thing that's worked for you all season, man. And I think that trying to overcomplicate the offense, and it's really killing them right now.
Taking a seat will be Favre after he picks up yet another personal foul. Second shot is up and through for Bryce Patrick. All Saints not really getting a lot of points in drove, but slowly chopping away at that Gorman lead here at CM Haddad Gymnasium. Here's Cleoff, met by a double team, tries to find something, finds Richburg, tipped by Richburg. Richburg, easy bucket. Ryan Richburg doing a great job being at the right place at the right time, to say the absolute least. Head coach Kevin Murray loudly instructing his defense. Walker, 21-foot jumper off the window. The bank is open. Easy bucket for Walker.
We'll see if that can get Walker going, because he struggled a little bit in the first half.
Here's Green. Green to Richburg. Richburg to Todd. Todd Euros through. Nothing but air. Rebounded by Walker. Over to Patrick. Tough layup to take there amongst the trees there for Todd, even though he's a bit of a tree himself. Here's Patrick on the drive. Gets it out to Arnett. Arnett steps back, surveying the defense. Entry pass to Reed. Reed on the block. Has Richburg on him, and it's going to be a foul called on Joseph Richburg. 4th personal foul for the Crusaders. 4:49 left to go.
If I'm head coach Kevin Murray, I'm not mad at that foul. That was good defense, and it they aired to the side of the offense on that play.
They're going to call that on Sid Cleoff, excuse me. There was a backside foul as Reed clanks the first free throw off the back iron. No good. 4:49 left to go in the third quarter of play. The storm has kind of calmed down a bit. You know, at the end of that second half, both teams trying to look for that knockout blow. Neither team really trying to find an advantage. Seems like both teams are now back to feeling each other out. 35-25 lead here for TK Gorman.
No question. They went back to slowing the tempo up, trying to get easy baskets, and also to jump right back into their full court trap.
Over to Cleoff. Missed steal by Patrick. Cleoff skips it over to Green. Green wanted the shot but didn't take it. Richburg skips it up to the top of the key to Cleoff, resetting his Gorman offense. Over to Green. Down screen set by Joseph Richburg. Here Todd. Top of the key, guarded by Walker. Walker to Cleoff on the far side wing. Looks like it's going to be a basic flex motion offense here by TK Gorman, switching up from the UCLA normal set, and it's going to be a travel call by Ryan Richburg. A little bit of an extra step there. You saw what he wanted to do, trying to swing it over to Green on that wing as Thames checks back in for All Saints for Reed. You saw he wanted to get that skip pass, just couldn't get his foot down in time.
Yes, the All Saints defender jumped the passing lane and just made him take an extra step for the travel.
Here's All Saints now, led by head coach Eddie Francis, been at All Saints, not necessarily coaching, but has been at the home of the Trojans for 30 years. And there's a fantastic charge taken by Ryan Richburg, getting that ball right back for his Crusaders.
There's a beautiful rotation there by Ryan Richburg on that pocket pass.
Gorman here at home, 4-4 and even 500 here in CM Haddad Gymnasium, looking to try to go 5-4. Their best home record at this point of the season in 3 seasons. Going to be a timeout called by TK Gorman. Don't know what that timeout will be, but we will take that timeout with them. You're watching the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, brought to you by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, brought to you by Thompson Tire Services in Tyler. Want to give a quick thank you to some of our sponsors. We want to thank Wings Inc. of Tyler, the official wing of the Antler Sports Network, Boss Hog Power Wash and Mobile Detail. We'll be electing the Boss Hog Power Wash player of the game at the end of this affair between Gorman and All Saints. Thompson Tire and Services, Sweeney Computer Services, the official IT solution of the Antler Sports Network. Drip Like Jesus Apparel Line out of Frisco, Texas, as playoff can't get that live three-pointer to fall. Bam Women's Magazine and media consulting firm, and the North Louisiana Football Alliance have a great announcement about that league at the end of our broadcast. Here's Patrick, kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson jabs, gets it to Patrick once again. Jackson now on the wing, taking his time, guarded by Cleoff, official holding his count. In and out dribble, steps back, brings the ball back out again. No shot clock in high school basketball, so they're using every second they can. Patrick can't get that three-pointer to fall, but gets his own rebound. Cleoff tried to contest it, but couldn't get the rebound through, but does get this steal, however. Here's Cleoff, up to Green. Green pretty much hands it right back to Jackson, but Jackson gets the ball tipped by Joseph Richburg. That ball is going to be called a reaching in foul. Going to be on number 10, Joseph Richburg, on that last personal foul. 15 foul, first personal foul for the Gorman guard. Here's All Saints now, trying to get something going. Pass Patrick, Cleoff takes the charge. No call whatsoever. Rebound, though, by Ryan Richburg. Here's Green. Let's see if they can get a bucket off the fast break once again. Last time giving a turnover to Thames. Trying to give it to the official. The official didn't want it, but Cleoff did. Cleoff, crab dribbling through the lane, is going to be a reach-in foul. Is going to be called on All Saints number 3. McLean Arnett, the 6-foot senior forward, getting the reach-in foul, and Gorman will take the basketball under their own basket now. Kicks at the Todd on the corner, back out to Cleoff. Offense recess. Doesn't get anything off their quick hitting backdoor screen from under the basket, so they will reset their offense. Joseph Richburg on the screen, tries to get it to him. The ball is off a Trojan leg, and it will be out of bounds. That pass was intended for Joseph Richburg. Cleoff tapping up his teammate, trying to tell him that, yeah, I saw you. A lot of off-ball movement for TK Gorman.
Neither team able to get any easy buckets here in the half court.
Here's Cleoff, guarded by Patrick. Patrick has had double duty guarding both Ryan Richburg and Sid Cleoff. Going to be a travel call. A little shuffle of the feet there on Chris Green. Dawson Thames will be inbounding for All Saints now. No substitution made by either team in a little bit. Last time we saw substitution was for TK Gorman when Favre picked up his third personal foul. Neither team making any changes since. Do you think that's just either the heat of the games or both coaches really trust the players they have on the floor?
I think both teams trust their players on the floor. I think they did a good job by taking Favre out the game. They need him for crunch time minutes. So I think they've spoken right into his distance. There he goes to the scorer's table.
Here's Cleoff. Cleoff bounces to Todd. Todd guarded by Walker. Over to Joseph Richburg. Richburg drives, skips through the lane. The ball is going to be tipped out by Thames. Out of bounds on All Saints. That's Favre, the previously aforementioned Favre. The announcer Jinx goes to basketball here. As Joseph Richburg will take a breather. Cleoff on the inbound. Over to Todd. Todd gets it tipped by Walker, gets possession though. Flies through. Fantastic job to maintain possession, but can't get the bucket to go. Rebounded by Bryce Patrick. Uneven 2-on-3 break here is going to take it himself. Doesn't matter. 2 points up and down for Bryce Patrick.
Great left-hand finish there by Bryce Patrick.
An element of the game that you don't really see anymore, especially from young guards at his stature. You don't really see them switch to the left hand. They might try to Euro step to try to get back to that dominant hand. Patrick taking it with his left. Here's Ryan Richburg. Guarded by Arnett, skips it to Favre. Favre guarded by Thames. Jab steps, gets him moving a bit. Might be the time to attack. Favre. Turn away. Gets it to Richburg. Wing 3. No good. Rebounded by Chris Green. Tries to go for the putback. No good. Ball's kept in bounds. Fantastic job by Drew Jackson to keep possession for All Saints. Gets it up to Thames. Thames dribbles. Steps through. Skip pass to Jackson. Can't get it to go. He's 0 for 5 now. Thames tries to swat the basketball, but it's going to be a jump ball. Possession will go to TK Gorman.
Great hustle play there by Thames.
38 seconds of counting left to go. Gorman going to make a change. Subbing in is number 21, Bradley Richburg. Coming in for Anthony Todd here. 35-27, your score in the third quarter. Gorman with 5 team fouls. All Saints only with 2. 38.5 ticks left on the clock. Both student sections have pretty much been on their feet from most of the game. Great energy from the home and visiting crowds. Here's Cleoff. On the drive, skips through, fantastic finish. That's a highlight play if I've ever seen it. Cleoff going through all 5 not Grace defenders, All Saints defenders. As Walker goes up for the easy bucket for 2, right back at him with a deuce under the basket.
All Saints taking no time getting that 2 points back.
That's one thing you got to be happy about if you're head coach Eddie Francis. Here's Green, blocked by Jackson. One shooter blocking another. Ball's going to go out of bounds.
What great recovery defense there by Drew Jackson.
Anybody could have just let that 3 go up and let it be 50-50. Jackson wasn't content with it. 1.5 seconds left. Patrick, half court. Can't get it to go, and that will end your third quarter of play. Your score here at CM Gymnasium, 37 Gorman, 29 All Saints. We'll give a quick 30-second break here on the Antler Sports Network. You're watching the ASN and the ASN Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler. Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. The first horn sounds. Crunch time. All Saints, you're down 37-29 on the road. Big district game. Winner will take 4th place in TAPS 4A District 2. What do you need to do if you're head coach Eddie Francis? What are you telling your team?
If you're Coach Eddie Francis, you need to tell them just to knock down their shots. They're generating really good looks in the half court, man. They're just missing bunnies, missing layups, and do not turn the ball over. It's very pivotal that you control the possession in this fourth quarter. And for TK Gorman, it's continue to do what you need to do. Slow the pace down and get into the half court and feed your big man for open layups.
Here comes All Saints. Arnett in the corner. Short corner. Gets it to Walker. Walker rattles in the bucket for 2. Right as you say that, exactly what happens. Timekeeper halting play, wanting him to change the possession arrow. The possession arrow will now point to TK Gorman. 7:45 left to go. Here comes the Crusaders. All Saints staying in that trap the entire game. Usually coaches might try to switch it on and off to give an offense different looks. Staying consistent with it, though.
Yeah, they generated a couple turnovers off of it, so I think it's a case of it's not broke, don't fix it.
Here's Cleoff. Entry pass to Todd. Stays up with it. Fantastic job to get it out to Favre. Favre. Pull up jumper 17 feet out. Knocks it down.
Great one dribble pull up there by Favre and knock down.
Favre has made pretty much turned that little 17 to 19-foot range to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Saying distance, Patrick knocks it down too. Anything you can do, I can do better. Patrick's in on that last bucket. (39-33). Foul is going to be called on All Saints number 12, Dawson Thames. That is his 3rd personal foul, 3rd team foul.
And for Dawson Thames, the last thing you can do is lose your composure in a very, very close game. They're going to need him down the stretch of this game.
Here's Cleoff. And bounce it to Green. Met immediately by Jackson. Here's Cleoff again. Corner to Richburg. Richburg goes up through contact. No foul call. No one really got contact on the basketball. All Saints will take possession, however. Here's Patrick. Patrick, little shimmy, shimmy, yay, drives, gets it into our net. Going to be a blocking foul. Going to be called on Favre yet again. Gorman with another team foul. Probably to their biggest offensive anchor so far. This is 4th foul. 30-second timeout taken by All Saints. We're going to keep it here this time. If I'm head coach Kevin Murray, 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. I'm up 39-33. Very important game. Do I keep Favre in with his 4 fouls or take him out for a minute? Maybe for, let's say, a minute or so. Try to see if they give you a different look.
I take him out. I think even though it's a close game, I think Favre is the engine that makes this train go. And I think for the coaches, you just need to take him out the game for a little second, give him a quick little breather, and get him back in when it's nail-biting time, and maybe inside of 4 minutes or inside of 3 minutes.
Second horn sounds as we come back into the ball game. Fair to say that Favre is the spoon that stirs the tea so far this evening for TK Gorman.
No question, along with Chris Green, who's having a masterful game on the offensive end.
One thing All Saints has neutralized, though, they've neutralized that three-point shot for TK Gorman, not really getting any quick looks from behind the arc. Here go the Trojans. Inbounds to Walker. Walker to Arnett. Arnett surveying the Gorman defense. Over to Thames, top of the key, guarded by Cleoff. Ryan Richburg tips the pass, but doesn't get it. Arnett crash dribbles back into the lane. Hustles back out, however. Jackson swings it over to Patrick. All Saints might be trying to burn a little clock here. Gorman settling down in what might be a 2-2-1, if not an extended 2-3 zone here. Corner pass to Patrick. Patrick back to Arnett. Arnett to Jackson now. 6 minutes, 10 seconds of counting left to go in this ballgame. Gorman 39. All Saints 33. 6 fouls for TK Gorman. 1 foul out of the bonus. Adam Favre, their star big man, still in the game. 4 fouls, 4 personal fouls sitting over his head for the rest of this ball game. Here's Arnett driving on Todd. Gets it to go over the big man. Here's Favre. Swings it to Cleoff. One thing about this Gorman team that they're very slow when it comes to breaking this press. You only get 10 seconds across the timeline, but they're using all 10 seconds. As long as they make sure they maintain possession. Here's Cleoff on the drive. Goes up. Going to be a travel call. Interesting call there by the official. 50-50 there, especially this late in the game with such a close ball game. So, 5:20 left to go. 39-35. Patrick, pull-up jumper. Got it to go.
We have got ourselves a ball game.
Officials giving the ball to Favre now. 1 possession game. The biggest lead held by Gorman, 13 in the third quarter. That lead now reduced to 2. Here's Cleoff driving. Kick pass to Todd. Todd tries to get it, goes out of bounds. Possession. All Saints have the opportunity to get their first lead since early in the second quarter.
And the All Saints side has come alive here.
Here's Walker to Patrick. Patrick drives. Kick to Thames. Thames for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Todd. Ball almost goes out of bounds. Fantastic hands by the forward to keep it to go. Here's Cleoff. Cleoff to Richburg. Richburg to Favre. Dribbles back out. Could have taken that layup there, but great IQ by the man with 4 fouls. Let's see if we can use that IQ on the defensive side of the ball as well. Here's Cleoff. Has Jackson on the ropes. Screen for Favre. Screen from Todd. Driving. Kicks to the corner for Green. Green drives. Pull up short corner jumper. Can't get it to go. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Patrick. Another opportunity to possibly take the lead if you're All Saints. Do you go for 2 or 3?
Go for 2. Go for any good look that you can generate here. Bunch of game left.
Here's Patrick. Guarded by Richburg. On the drive. Skips through. Goes up. No good. Rebounded by Walker. Ball's going to be tipped. Last touch. Trojans. Possession. Gorman. 4:02 left to go. Gorman inbounds now. Here's Favre. Has Green to his right. Cleoff to his left. Gets it to Sick. Cleoff back to the middle to Favre. Now to Green. Skip pass to Ryan Richburg. Fantastic job surveying the entire floor for this Gorman offense. Breaking down this All Saints trap 1 pass at a time. Not trying to go for the home run, especially this late in the ball game.
Just taking their time and making a nice open pass.
Here's Favre. Favre. Head fakes. Drives. Gets to Todd. Todd Immediately met by pressure by Patrick. Richburg, 3. Can't get it to go. Side iron, no good. Rebounded by Chris Green. Chris Green gets the ball ticked out. Going to be possession, All Saints. If you didn't know any better, with both of these crowds and the energy that they've given off, you would have thought this was a neutral site tournament game.
No question.
Here come the Trojans. Patrick taking his time, crossing the timeline now. This is bound to be a classic. 39-37, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. Arnett swings to Patrick. Patrick drives over to Jackson in the corner. Corner Jackson can't get the bucket to go. Swats it out of bounds from the hands of reaching on Anthony Todd. Possession, TK Gorman.
It's another one that Jackson would like to have back. He drove by the defender on the baseline and just missed the open bunny.
Shots like that, you got to hit down the stretch, especially being down by 2. That could have been make or break. Speaking of Jackson, Jackson with the steal. Chris Green steals it back. Lob pass intended for Todd. He gets it. Spins. Gets it to Richburg. Kicks it back out to Kleoff. Wanting to slow his team down. Jackson gets back out to him at the top of the key. Swing to Green. Green, dribble drive, dribble handoff to Favre. Favre to Richburg. Richburg drives on things, handoff to Kleoff. Head fakes, drives, doesn't have anything. A little bit of a defensive mix-up. Kleoff drives. It's going to be a reach-in foul, a blocking foul. That foul is going to be on All Saints number 11, Drew Jackson. Drew Jackson, his second personal foul, 14th foul for the Trojans. Possession arrow is to TK Gorman. They have 4 timeouts. Kleoff, 3, can't get it to go. Tipped by Green, gonna be staying in bounds. Great job by Dawson Thames to maintain possession for All Saints. Here's Patrick on the drive. Doesn't kick, said he's gonna do it himself. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Gorman's Favre. Favre over to Kleoff. Has numbers. 4-on-2. Kleoff goes through, skips through, up and under, no good, no foul call. A lot of bit of extra contact there. Referee swallowing his whistle on that last possession. 2 minutes left. It's do or die now. 39-37. Timeout, Eddie Francis. The Trojans will take a timeout. Waiting to see what that timeout will be. It's going to be full timeout, and we will take a timeout with them. Back with you in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network live viewer. Brought to you by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler.
To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. This is high school basketball. This is late game action, late season action. Both teams jockeying for that Final Four spot in SAPS 4A District 2. All Saints sitting in 4th, Gorman sitting in 5th. Both teams only having 1 district win on the season. 5 seconds left on the clock before both teams can re-enter play. 39-37. 16 fouls for TK Gorman. 14 fouls for the visiting Trojans. Gorman has 4 timeouts. All Saints have 4 timeouts.
I thought that was a good time out there by All Saints. Just to gather your composure late in the game.
Possession arrow is pointing towards the Crusaders. Inbounding it is Patrick now. Here's Arnett. Walker looking for the ball, guarded by Todd. Arnett can't get it to him. Here's Thames. Kicks out to Patrick. Patrick guarded by Richburg. 1:45 left to go in this ball game. Here's Walker. Drop step. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Gets it on rebound over. Fades away. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Dawson Thames tries to get it, and he does. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Last tip by Adam Farr from Gorman. Possession All Saints under their own basket. Minute 36 left to go in the 4th quarter of play. This is we said in the 3rd quarter, this is destined to be a great one. This 4th quarter, not disappointing at all whatsoever. Here's Walker. Kicks it out. Could have been a steal by Chris Green. Arnett gets the basketball, however. Here's Jackson. Drives. Kicks it out to Walker. Floater, baby hook, knocks it down. Tie ball game we have here. 39 all. Minute 23 left to go. 4th quarter. It's do or die. This is where players make plays. Here's Kleoff now. Guarded by Patrick. Inbounds pass to Favre. Man is going to be wide up into the corner. It's Todd. Todd drives, gives through. He's bucket for 2.
A great move there by Anthony Todd.
1 minute left. Patrick drives on Richburg. Backs everything back out. Official stopping his count. Here's Arnett. Entry pass to Walker. Walker kicks it back out. Here's that inside-outside game that All Saints dominated in their last meeting. Arnett doesn't take the three. Might have sold the bag on that one. Let's see. Here's Jackson. Drives on Cleo. Steps back. Gets the inbounds pass to Walker. Walker fades. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Gets his rebound. Can't get the bucket to go either. Rebounded. Multiple players trying to get it. Blocked by Green from behind, but it's going to be a foul.
Great relentless effort there on the glass by All Saints. Did the second and third possessions and finally getting rewarded with a chance to at the free throw line to tie the game.
That's going to be Chris Green's third personal foul, 17th foul. All Saints now in the 1-and-1. CD Haddad Gymnasium is rocking now. 31 seconds left to go. Neither team getting the advantage, 41-39. Officials talking things over the sideline, looking to need a towel for some reason. Might have been the sweat from all the fans here in this gymnasium.
A wet spot on the floor.
You know, this is where sometimes you wish in high school basketball they had the NBA guys with the stick that goes out there.
Oh yeah, man. It'd be a lot more convenient, definitely, than doing it the old-fashioned way and getting towels.
Oh yeah, they need to pay some random college intern $20 a game just to come wipe off the floor, just like they do in the NBA, I guess you could say. Play resuming now. Pretty quiet environment, wouldn't you say? Walker, first shot, no good. That's a shot you have to have. 41-39 still your score. 31.66 left. Even the concession stand is going crazy for this ball game. If you're not watching this game, you need to find out about it. If you're watching it now, share it with as many people as you can. Second shot, Lano's no good. Reed goes up, can't get it, and it's going to be a foul.
What a offensive rebound there.
That foul is going to be on Gorman's number 2. Can't really tell. It's going to be on number 23, Anthony Todd, his fourth personal foul. 2 players with 4 fouls, both of them bigs, both of them your best rebounders for Kevin Murray. Keeping them in. Got to play this one out. Here's Reed. Average free throw shooter so far. Jeremy Tatum, the assistant coach, coaching over his guys. First shot, no good. Quick substitution being made for TK Gorman. Head coach Kevin Murray coming in will be Richburg for Richburg. Joseph coming in for Ryan. Could be. Looks like Richburg is staying on the side right next to to assistant coach Bryson Anderson. Looks like a maybe offense defense substitution. Reed, second shot. Can't get it to go either. Rebound, Todd. Todd controls it for Gorman. Skips through. Officials call that as going to be a foul on Bryce Patrick for All Saints. 5th personal foul, first team foul. One thing about Patrick so far, even though he's played relentless on-ball defense, he's stayed out of foul trouble extremely well. Offense, defense, substitution made. Richburg for Richburg again. Ryan coming in for Joseph. Both teams homing 4 timeouts. All Saints in the 1-and-1. 8 personal fouls to All Saints at 5. Todd tries to get the ball inbounded. Going to be a loose ball foul called on All Saints number 11, Drew Jackson. That's his 3rd personal foul, 6th team foul. Here's Todd. Todd driving on Patrick. There's going to be a blocking call. That foul's going to be on Bryce Patrick, a 2nd personal foul, 17th foul. Now Gorman in the 1-and-1.
Which is not the worst thing for All Saints. If you get the 1-and-1 and you stop the clock.
One thing to note that Gorman does hold the possession arrow. Shots up, can't get it to go. Walker, tough rebound, 22 seconds left. Here's the drive. Patrick takes the charge, knocks it down. It's going to be an offensive foul. That could have been the call of the game. Anthony Todd, perfect positioning, even better take of the charge. Brett Sweeney would be proud. Timeout, All Saints. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network in the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Gorman, All Saints, 41-39. Crusaders have the lead. 17 seconds left. All Saints taking that last timeout. Possession arrow is to the Crusaders. Both teams re-enter the court of play. If you watch the third quarter, you wouldn't think the scoreline would be what it was. Gorman had a 13-point lead. A tale of two games once again. Gorman, ironically, having a 13-point lead in the third quarter. The last time these two teams met, can Gorman hang on this go-round? Favre inbounding under the All Saints basket. The officials conversating at the scorer's table with the timekeeper. Play resumes now. Both teams having 18 fouls each. 41-39 is your score. Here's Favre. They can get the ball in and hold it. This might be the game. Reed tips it out of bounds. That just moves the ball just a bit more. Once again, want to thank our helpers here with the Antler Sports Network broadcast. Nathan Kinney, Hunter Taylor on the steal by Drew Jackson. Timeout taken, and we will take a timeout as well. Going to be a 30-second timeout. We will take one as well here on the Antler Sports Network. You're watching the ASN on the ASN Live Viewer, brought to you by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler.
A car is one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's how you get to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat it as such? Whenever your car needs some tender love and care, visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue, just 5 minutes south from Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs to the best of its ability. Any make, any model, any year, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in East Texas. Open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and closed on weekends.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Drew Jackson with that last steal for All Saints. An opportunity to win this ball game, if not tie. 13.3 ticks left to go. Gorman holding the advantage at home for 41-39. Officials at the scorer's table talking to the timekeeper, trying to make sure that everything is set to go. If you're watching, be sure to share this with everybody that you know via Twitter on Antler_SN and on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Just go to Google, search Antler Sports Network. We'll be right there waiting for you. Here's Reed, closest to us here at the Antler Sports Network booth here at CM Haddad Gymnasium, inbounding the ball. All Saints in a line formation. Here comes Jackson. Jackson with that possibly game-saving steal. Guarded by Richburg. Screen by Walker. Steps back. Jackson for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Todd. Todd gets called. Gonna be a call on Drew Jackson. Drew Jackson, that's his sixth three-point attempt of the game. Ironically, his sixth straight miss. Can't shoot the ball the same way he did in that first meeting between these two teams. 41-39, your score, 4.6 seconds left. At the line, shooting 1-1 is Anthony Todd.
3 big free throws here for Todd.
Shots up. Knocks it down. Ice in his veins. Gorman trying to make a quick substitution. Coming in will be Richburg. That is Bradley Richburg. Chris Green taking a breather. That was the 9th team foul on All Saints. Shots up. Knocked it down. That could have iced it. Timeout taken by head coach Eddie Francis. We'll take a timeout with him as well. You're watching the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, brought to you by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler.
Welcome to the BAM Woman Show, live with Jen and Toya. The BAM Woman Show offers women, men, and children a platform to showcase their business, their brand, to share their story, their journey as an entrepreneur, offer advice, share life experiences. You can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can send us an email at info@bamwomanmagazine.com. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bamwoman.com.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. The TK Gorman student section. Tell them to start the bus. Maybe not, however. 43-39, your score. 4 seconds to go. Here's Arnett inbounding. Todd defending. Here's Jackson. Jackson, 3 seconds. Half court heave. Can't get it to go. Walking out to down. And that is your ball game. Your final score as the crowd storms the court at CM Haddad Gymnasium. The TK Gorman Crusaders 43. The All Saints Trojans 41. We're going to take a quick break here on the Antler Sports Network. When we come back, Dre and I will give our closing thoughts and elect the Boss Hog Power Wash and Mobile Detail Player of the Game. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here on the Antler Sports Network, brought to you by the ASN Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Before we officially elect the Boss Hog Power Wash and Detail Player of the Game, Dre, couple of closing thoughts as the two teams conclude.
CK Gorman was able to hold stout defensively, and for All Saints, they just weren't able to make shots down the stretch of the game. They missed a bunch of bunnies.
Now we have with us the Boss Hog Power Wash and Mobile Detail Player of the Game, Chris Green. Chris Green had a fantastic showing. Had a bit of a slow start in that first meeting between All Saints and Gorman, but this go round, Chris, you did well on the defensive end. In the first quarter alone, you forced 3 steals. That defensive prowess that you showed, even in late foul trouble with most of your teammates getting into early foul trouble, how do you stay composed in such a big game?
We stay with that family mentality to push through adversity. And when it's a close game like this, we get together as a team, as a family, and we push through and make big plays. And that's how we push through the game like that, stay together as a family.
How do games like this, against a rival, against a district opponent, late in the year where you're scrapping for wins however you can, how do games like this boost team morale?
Games like this boost it way high. This game's 2 in a row for us, coming off of 0-3. So after this, I see a promising next couple games.
All righty, thank you. Great game tonight, young man.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching this broadcast of the Antler Sports Network. Your final score from CM Haddad Gymnasium on the campus of Bishop TK Gorman High School. The TK Gorman Crusaders 43, the All Saints Trojans 41. Thank you all for watching on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network live viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services. For Dre Watkins, for Hunter Taylor, for Matthew Hermans, Nathan Kinney, and Danny Wimpy, I'm Jared Jones. Good night, everybody.